Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Bullshittin with Jesse and the Bunch, and tonight we got my man Chris BG in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hey, we already got some comments. What's going on, everybody? Everyone having a good night so far? So let the people know where can they find you, on what platforms, what's all your social medias. I was gonna say socials, but that sounds like Social Security.
Yeah. You can catch me at like underscore Chris BG on Instagram. But as far as like music, just Chris dollar sign for the S and BG on all platforms for all music. And also, you want to catch me in my business. We got a lounge coming in July. The lounge is gonna be crazy. So you can catch that Lava Lounge on all platforms also. Just social media, Facebook, catch that too. So
Oh yeah, that shit's gonna be
yeah,
fire.
that's gonna be crazy.
Don't forget to give us a share real quick. You know what I'm saying? Get the views and let people hear what he got to say about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for showing the love. We out here.
All right, so let me know. Yo, Darian, what's going on? Mar- Marley, I don't know why in the hell I didn't realize that that was you.
Yeah.
Who can't you hear? These two? 'Cause I can just turn the mics up.
Yeah, bro.
All right, how about that?
All right, let's go.
Oh yeah, Darian, we definitely gonna have you in the building. Okay, so let me know, where did music start for you? Like, what's your first
Oh,
memory? Like, not even necessarily as far as like you as an artist, but like, what's your first memory where music like hooked you?
damn, that's a good question, man. Probably like when I was like, I'll say the single digits, like toddler years. I'll say like 7, 8, and I was like back and forth weekend to weekend at my pop's crib, and he was like real, like when they had that old 50, you know what I mean, like all them real hit records, like that was real music back in the day,
Yeah.
and I used to really listen, and I used to play like there was so many R&B tracks like from back in the day that I used to hear that he used to play too, like I don't know, like stuff like Tony Tone Tone and like Jodeci and shit like that. That used to catch my eye. You know what I'm saying? Because seeing them listen to when I hear like different levels of people singing and all that, it was just like, oh, this is real. I liked it a lot, so it really caught my eye and figured that's what I wanted to do like later on.
So you were pretty much set on music
Yeah, I
at
was set
a
on music
fairly
for.
early
I
age.
loved it for a long
But did
time.
you have like a specific like a sound or like a vibe in a song that like really like you felt that shit like you heard that certain like flow and the like the vibration of it and it like made you just want to like
Yeah, it was
harmonize with that shit.
like I said, it was pretty much like uh just a cadence on like just R&B music.
Mm,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Just
right.
really how they melodize and do
Mm,
all that type of
most
stuff was
definitely.
that really caught my eye. Of course, rapping too. Like rapping was more of the simple.
Yeah.
You know what I
Mm,
mean? But just like that really caught me. Like, oh, they really changing notes and going crazy on these tracks. You know what I mean? So that's was one of the things that caught my eye when I was young, and I really like made me pay attention to music at a young age.
yeah, and it
You
gives
know,
you diversity too.
right?
That, and whenever you do decide to rap, if you do use any auto tune or anything, you make the engineer's job a billion times easier
Easier.
because you know notes, like, you know what I mean, you know where to carry your notes, like the some of the time, and I don't know anything about engineering.
Right.
I just be watching motherfuckers, and sometimes the most frustrating parts is like watching the person in the booth and then watching the engineer trying to set the auto tune, and it's like,
They'll
this
be having
guy, I don't
trouble.
think this guy's really ever done this before.
Right. Right.
I said, look at the new guy.
All right, and what was your first time in? I don't want to even say in a booth because sometimes people have had experiences at studios way before they even got into the booth. What's your first like introduction to a recording studio?
Like I said, the first introduction was down Connersville. Shout out my boy Sosa Guapo. I don't know if you know Brandon Franks or not, but he raps too. He's older, but they got a studio down in Connersville, and he introduced me like it was like at least like 4 years ago, and he'd been doing the rapping thing, so I got in there, and like I said, I always had a passion for music, but I never really, you play around freestyling and stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm like, let me actually try this, and that's when I first got introduced like 4 years ago, and I started dabbling. I didn't take it too serious, but that's when I started.
And what was the how easy was it for you to adapt from like the freestyling and just like messing around writing to like actually having to structure it to get into a booth and set it up? You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times people will write it down and then when they get in the booth, like now you have to find proper punch in
Proper punching.
points or you got to be damn good and do it all one
So,
take. And
yeah, so
you know, how many takes is it going to take for a one take?
yeah, so I would say like right after that, and I started to catch the vibe of the music, and like my boys, they not always they criticize,
Mm.
so they're like, yo, I think you should work on this or work on that. That's when I first started. You get what I'm saying?
But that's
And
the best
that's the
thing.
best. Like you got to be
Yeah.
honest with somebody. If they don't sound good, but the one thing they told me is like, yo, your voice and your delivery is there. You
Mm.
got to do this as a third. So I'm like, all right, let me really try to punch it down. So I think like a year later, like you said, when you started structuring songs, that's when I went to the studio. I booked a session, like closer to New York, and I booked a session when I was up there visiting, and I got I think it was like a 4 hour session. It was like a deal, $80 for 4 hours.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like during Corona times. It was like 40 like 80 for 4 hours, and I recorded Swim. I know you heard of Swim, and I wrote. It was like a 3-4 minute song, and the engineer's like, "Yo, you don't need that much." You get what I'm saying? But he was like, "Yo, I love this song." He started engineering like, "Yo, your voice is easy to tone." You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
easy to do this at the third, and I had good feedback from that. So that's when I really started trying to structure songs and stuff
Hell
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. What was it like? I know you said you were back and forth from New York
Mm-hmm.
and here a lot. What was it like growing up in New York?
So
Or how did that all come about
shit,
necessarily?
man. New York is a great place, man. It's definitely different from here. I'll say it's way more.
The only time I was there was we ended up staying in downtown Manhattan
Uh huh.
because I was going to the convention center.
Right.
Way too many. I tell people all the time, like whenever you see movies
Mm-hmm.
of New York and you see the busy streets, that's all fake.
Mm-hmm.
Like even though it looks busy as shit, that's
Mm-hmm.
all fake because it's a movie scene. You know what I mean? They
Mm-hmm.
have it set up. New York's way busier than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, bro.
take the busiest New York scene you've ever seen and times it by 10.
I tell you, it's way different from here. Let's say example. You see how we all got cars. You get
Oh,
here,
dude,
you can just
no.
pull into a parking spot. You get there,
You got to get into a garage.
if you trying to park outside or parallel park, you'll be outside for hours trying to find a parking spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had to go to a garage where they put your car on a lift and you can't go back to it until you're
until
ready to
you're
leave.
ready to leave. Yeah,
That's
so
some bullshit.
you better off taking public transportation, train and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, growing up down there, it was like I said, it was something, man. I used to get into trouble and shit back then, but it was fun though. There's a lot more stuff to
Yeah.
do in New York versus to here. But there's pros and cons to it. Like I've been there since I think until I was like 15. Then I came up here. So I would say it's like I grew up here though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like mentally.
I
got
definitely
up here.
can like understand that because I spent 16 summers in Atlanta, but then I come here like full time because I was always here, but like my school years was here, so it's kind of like this is where I was at.
Right.
Whenever you moved back here full time, what was your? I mean, you were already kind of into the music scene because you were here off
Yeah.
and on, but what was your like full dive in?
Shit. When Blanc opened up his studio,
Hard knocks.
when Hard Knocks opened up, that was the full diving. That whole first tape I did ever, the first tape, like I said, I went down there in Cal, and I was around there, and I went down there and Blanc was first starting, so he didn't really know like all the tone and all that shit. So it was raw voice, like it's raw. So I went down there, and he was like, "Man, I really like this song, man. I'm gonna just let you record for free." So after that, I just kept recording for free.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh damn, I should just do music anyway.
100%.
Hell
You get what
yeah.
I'm saying? I don't got paid nothing. But that's how it started. That's when I fully took full effect with it.
What was your first? Did you drop a bunch of singles or did you like go the route of dropping like a full project?
I dropped. It was 2 singles. Then I just full fledged went into the whole project. So all the time I think like a couple years back when you know how you get better, you see your old stuff. I was damn near thinking about deleting shit. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You always think about delete because you get better. But I just you just leave everything as progress. You get better
Yeah.
over the years. So some people might like some of the first songs. Some people still say they like the first song that I ever
Hell
did.
yeah. That's,
You know what I mean?
you know, how many people love Lil Durk now,
Right.
but
now,
they'll still go back and
Just
listen
old
to
shit.
This Ain't
Yeah.
What You Want.
Mhm. Right.
That's how you know when people started being your fans too, though. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? People get stuck in those eras. You have like even with XXX. Look at X. Like he's got all kind of fan eras where like people like this, like right before he died era of X, or like the very beginning
very
stages where
beginning
he was a
stages.
lot more.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's different stages of your career where people are gonna fuck with it more just because that's the era that they like hold most dear in that connection that they made with your music. That was
Right.
where it started for them.
Yeah. For sure.
And it's special. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
a special thing.
And then especially when you go back to saying like, damn, bro, I really this was the first check I ever did. When you throw it back, it's crazy, man. And you can see like, the how better yourself and the better of you understanding music. Like I didn't know what a good engineer was till now.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like a good engineer can really shape
That's
your
You
song,
only know
bro.
what you
that's one
see,
thing
you
that
know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
always tell people
You
is
could be so good. You know what I'm saying? You could be great, but you could have an ass engineer.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? A
like
lot of people don't know
people
that.
and sometimes it's kind of like the opposite effect where people will self-record and they'll hear it
Mm-hmm.
and then someone comes around that's like, oh yeah, I'm an engineer, and they might be just starting
Right.
or whatever out of their house or something, and they'll mix it,
Right. Right.
and now that person hears it, and the only thing they've ever heard was just raw. So now, almost regardless of what the mix is, they're like, that sounds amazing, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, that is like 5% of
5%.
what you could actually sound like.
Exactly. Exactly. And there's a lot of songs. Like I said, when you first started, I'd be like, damn, I want to revamp this shit. You know what I'm saying? You probably got the same feeling like, yo. But like I said, like, it's just a process. Like you said, you go do figure shit out.
You got to give it another 5-10 years and then do like a remastered album.
Oh hell yeah, remaster everything. That'd be hard.
I be doing that sometimes with my music. Like the first album I ever made was strictly on SoundCloud and it was self-produced. And then when I did the first actual studio produced album, I picked a couple songs off that album
And
and I
put
put
it
it
on
on
there.
that. And then the next tape I want to do one or two of those, put it on that tape. Where you can just freshen them up every now and then. It's the same song, it's just better in my opinion. It's something that, you know what I'm saying?
So how many songs you think you've recorded?
Bruh. The song that even dropped, bro. Fuck, bro.
Because I know everybody always got that folder full of files that may or may not ever see the light of day.
I could break count them right now. Let me see. I wish it gave me a number on your.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That,
Oh, yeah.
if it gave me a number, hold on. It doesn't give me a number. It doesn't, but it's like 6 gigabytes of space. I don't know.
Hey, yeah, that's
I don't know.
6 gigs worth of songs.
I'll show you.
And that's probably the WAV files too.
Yeah, that's just a way for. I'll show you. I'll just go there. So it goes from here.
Yeah, so he got more than enough.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely.
It keeps-
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
good though. That's what you want to see. You got to have a
Yeah.
lot in the bank because you never know when you're gonna want to just. Hey, you know what I've been thinking about? This song's been playing in my head the last couple of days. We need to drop it.
Right. But like I said, I try to put a lot of songs out so I don't be sitting on nothing. You know what I mean? Like even if like I say I don't even if I don't like it too much, somebody else might like it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's how I try to treat it. Like
Yeah, valid.
you don't want to keep wasting songs, wasting money. Like
Have you found a good structured way to do that? Like without just flooding it all at once, like maybe 2 songs every Monday or, something along those lines.
what I try to do is like, so I go to the studio in Pittsburgh, so I don't record all the time, but I record often. So it's kind of like planned out. I try to do like I got enough mixtapes now. I probably narrow it down to like a tape a year now. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Cause I don't know. I got a couple tapes now. I don't want to keep flooding. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean. So I'm gonna try to slow them down. But yeah, I probably do a tape a year or something. Now,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I'm valid.
Um, if you could go back in time, I haven't asked this actually in a couple interviews because for a while we kept getting the same answer. If you could go back in time to when you first started music and give yourself any advice, what would it be?
If I could go back in time, I would tell myself go with these engineers, go with these videographers that I know now. Because I would have had a better start. I would have had a better start.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Literally, I
Yeah,
would have
give
Cut
yourself
all
a
the
better
bullshit
foundation.
I
out.
would have had a fresh start. Like nothing would have been like a little weird in the beginning. Like it would have been a clean ass start. You get what I'm saying? That's what I would have told myself. That's it.
You just want to know how to gone through those mistakes.
The mistakes that
bullshit,
I
find out
made.
the fit that you have. Yeah.
Mm. Because you can't
I feel
change
that.
like how you first start rapping, but you can change how you look. You know what I mean? So
Isn't that like one of the craziest things about this era is or area is that we have a lot of people that do music and have done music, but very few that I'm not saying this in a bad way, it's just something I've noticed. Very few that like want to help guide the way hands on for like other up and coming artists. You mean like I see a lot of like veteran artists that they like do their thing and they might not even like be an artist anymore. They kind of like took a step back completely. You mean rather than at least try to spit some game, and the kids this age might not listen, but at least you tried.
even if you
You
try,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Because there's a lot of kids that are probably making dumb mistakes that hell kids that we probably have never even heard of yet, and that's the probably exact reason why is because they might be making mistakes uploading to SoundCloud still when now like not a lot of people use it, just anything along the lines. And I don't know, I feel like the next generation is going to be a lot more thankful because like all of the artists that are in this right now, I know even myself, I'm not an artist and I try to help people
Right.
as best
Yeah.
I can. So I feel like the generation of like helping and bringing people up with us is about to happen.
Yeah.
We say it all the time anymore, but it really does only take one of us. One person gets out, and it opens that hole for anybody else. You just got. It would take 1 year to push one person, get them to blow,
Bro, like
to really get everybody to go.
I'm telling you, bro. That's why I'm like a big advocate of like not giving up. Like it's not about how fast you do it. It's like
Yeah.
who's like so let's say like you said, one person blows.
Mhm.
That's gonna be a fire starter for the area. We also small.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We all going. You know what I mean? As long as that person ain't selfish,
Yeah. Facts.
we should. I mean, whether or not they're selfish, it's probably gonna put an eye on us anyway. You know what I mean? So
Because there's a lot of equivalent talent. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? There's a lot of people in this area that do deserve to go. So
Yeah,
when one
that-
of them does go and it makes that area hot, the other ones that deserve to are just
that-
going to.
just going to yeah. I feel like it's gonna happen though, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, what what's one of the first, if you've done any? I haven't seen any, but I imagine there's probably some out there. What's the first music video you've done?
Swim.
Oh, there is a video.
Yeah,
for
Mike.
it?
Shout out to Mike. Shout out Hard Knocks Mike.
He's nice with that camera.
He's nice. He's not that camera. He was the first dude I did a video with, and he did swim, bro.
Hell yeah, yeah. Now I'm gonna have to go find it.
Yeah, he did swim.
And what about live shows? Like, what's the first concert you did?
What was the first show I did? That's a good question, bro. Hold on.
Because that's where you always end up with the real good stories. Shit always goes down at shows.
I did a couple shows, bro. The first show might have been like a little local. It might have. I think it was Henny. Maybe it was Hennessy's.
Mm.
That might have been my first show.
I was just talking
I think that was my. Yeah, I think that was my first show, Hennessy's. Or not. I don't know. I can't remember.
The Hard Knock show, the one they did out.
What was it? What was that at? That was the 19th hole, right? Because I know we did one at 19th hole.
They did do one there. But they did one
bro, there was so much local shows, bro. One at Revolution.
Because I was talking to Rob Lee about it last week.
Yeah. We did one on Revolutions before they closed.
Yeah.
You was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Nah, I'll be honest with you but I think before I did that Hennessy, I think I did one down in Pittsburgh, bro. As the first one. I'm not sure because I did a few in Pittsburgh. I actually won like a showcase in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got
what year did you start
performing?
Yeah.
Maybe like 21.
Okay, so it hasn't been too long.
No, hell no.
Your first, since you can't remember like which is your first show, your first couple shows, would you say like were you nervous, anxious, or is performing just?
Nah, it's definitely nervous.
Yeah.
It's definitely your first show is definitely nervous. But once you, what I do, you know what I'm saying? I probably take like 2 shots before.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I congratulate you because you're the first person to like be real.
Oh, about that?
Everyone's always like, "No, man, that shit's in my blood."
Nah.
I get out there and I just fucking rock it, and I'm like, "I'm sure you did," but let's be real. Somewhere in there, you was like, "Man, what the fuck? What if they boo me?"
Yeah, nah, you gotta think about all that. So when you go up there, of course you gotta make yourself not look scared.
Yeah,
but you're scared as fuck. You know what I mean? Your first time. You know what I mean? But after so much times, you get used to it. It's like, all right, whatever. You don't like my music, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be nervous though because you don't know who's in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never know who's in that crowd.
That crowd.
You don't know what they like.
Right.
So,
he said, "Nana."
Yeah. I know she's gonna boo me. Shit, goddamn.
Now Pittsburgh though, that was different for me because there was some times that I was bringing myself with the R&B and a rap. You know what I'm saying? And I was cool with one of the girls that's in my first swim video. She was like, "Yo," telling me like my vibe is different. Pittsburgh never heard it before, and it's hard. She was like, "But I'm not." You know how Pittsburgh girls, they like that harder type music, and all those that type of music. So I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna fuck with it because I had like club bangers and shit like that with Rob, favorite Rob Lee, and I brought Khalil and them down there too, and Khalil with his spaceship rock stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they was really loving it though. You know what I'm saying down there. So it was like that's how I knew like, all right, Pittsburgh is open to different things because not a lot of people doing this shit. Like,
one thing that I noticed because I started doing like I'd go down and just watch shows and check shit out. There is like a big underground scene in Pittsburgh where like there's all kinds of artists that like really be flourishing, but we don't hear about them because people don't be listening to them like that around here on YouTube. Like, you'll hear Reese Young and you'll hear Hardo. Like around here, people hear that shit because they're bigger. Guapo, Lennon.
Yeah.
But like for lack of a better term, like how we're local artists in Pittsburgh, they don't hear much of us. Just like we don't hear much of the local artists from there. And it's rough because I feel like we need a platform that we can actually hear more like local shit.
Dude, I think it would be awesome.
Or for lack of a better term, like underground or amateur shit. I don't want to, even amateur kind of sounds disrespectful. And that's not how I mean it.
More or less the underground.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Stuff that isn't you're not already making a bunch of money off of
Off
it
of
or doing major shows and like touring.
Yeah. Right. No, I would love to find a way to bridge that underground gap between us and Pittsburgh. I'm sure there's a lot of artists out there that are hard as hell.
Yeah, because it's only an hour drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's only an hour drive, and I mean you go to the studio down there and stuff. I'm sure you run across some amazing artists that
yeah,
probably would have never heard of if you didn't.
I even follow some on Instagram. Like I reach out to people like if I see a hard song on like on Instagram by other artists in Pittsburgh that I seen, cause I can name a couple. And they be liking my stuff, or I hit them like how much you charge for a feature, cause
Mm.
you know they're artists too,
Yeah.
and they would throw a love shot like, yeah, how would you do for this? All right, bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even off the videographers, I would like if I'm leaving and somebody else is coming in,
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, and I would hear a little bit of their shit, stuff like that.
Facts. Yeah, the networking is important when you're doing this shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Most definitely. That's what actually me and Marley was actually talking about the other day. We're going to start hitting Pittsburgh a lot more this summer
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry
and
for
try
that.
to bridge the gap a little more for networking.
I think that would be good because, like I said, you already bring artists that I never seen sometimes up here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I'm thankful
Yeah.
for Marley. He came in, started
Yeah.
doing his show on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
He's got more of a Pittsburgh connection, so he's been bringing in some people that I never even heard of, and I fuck with all of them so
Right,
far.
right.
So I'm very thankful for that. And then yeah, us spending all of last summer down West Virginia for the most part in Morgantown, meeting a lot of them artists.
Mm-hmm.
I was thankful enough to be able to get them up here.
Yeah.
So trying to bring some diversity, trying to get some people out that we've never heard of and get you guys' names out to the people that haven't heard of Yuns.
Yeah, of course.
So tell me about this restaurant. Or rather Hookah Lounge.
Yeah, man. The Hookah Lounge. Y'all been to it. Y'all seen the soft
Yeah,
opening.
it's fire. It's fire.
I appreciate everybody that came to the soft opening. Um, like I said, this is I think I've been working on for like a year, like low key. Just been trying to find a building. It's kind of like a suckish thing that there's pros and cons to it. I try to get one in town. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like I said, it was kind of hard to find one in town, and a lot of buildings that I found, they're afraid of nuisance and all that extra
Yeah.
shit. So I actually found one, and like I said, like 30 minutes away from here, 30 minutes away from pretty much everywhere around here. Um, they was cool with the idea, and like we got it going. The soft opening was great. Like I said, you can smoke hookah there. We got the drinks. Um, like I said, good food, good wings. DJ,
Yeah, the food was really good.
it's fire. We got the like DJ 3 days a week. We got Peyton DJ in there. We got my man Tizo. Tizo coming this week at the show. We just trying to do a lot of things, generate more money, generate more wealth, and trying to make the community better, man. We trying to do good things because there's not a lot of stuff to do around here.
Yeah,
You know what
most
I'm saying?
definitely. What made you want to do a hookah lounge?
I think a hookah lounge. I'm from the city, so I like that type of stuff. Like
Yeah, it's a fire.
sitting down, because sitting down, listening to music, having a chill vibe, in a good environment and like a little nice scenery. Because if you could eat good food and sit in lounge, like not everybody wants to party.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But people want to like drink and have a listen to good music.
It's a different vibe.
A different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got in there, y'all was like, oh, it ain't too much of a club.
Yeah.
It's more like
Yeah.
I could lay back and just chill.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And get drunk if you want. You know what I'm saying?
It's in a sense, it's like almost more discreet. Like it's not as like flashy, not in the open, so shit is like more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm so used to traditional bars that before I came in, I took like $80 in 20s and put it in my wallet and was like, all right, if they have a slot machine, this is what I'm
Yeah, you
spending.
came in
I'm
there-
like,
what was it? Did you use your card or you use the use cash?
I use cash.
Use it, but still, you can use your card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything was smooth. in
I'm
there.
just so used to like
Doing that.
bars having slot machines, and
Mhm.
I'm a gambling addict.
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right, if he has a slot machine, this is what I'm putting in it.
right, yeah. But yeah, like I said, it's smooth, bro. It's smooth in there. I had a pool table in there, but it would have took up too much space the way it was. The
Not
way it's
only
set up.
that,
You seen how it's set up?
it might have killed the vibe a little bit.
Yeah, it might have. I
you
think
know?
so. Yeah. So.
Because it seems like you're trying to go for a more like relaxed, and just the noise alone and chaoticness around it
Mm-hmm.
would have probably ruined that.
Right. Right.
But it gave it too much of that like more vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's more. It should be more for like a lounge.
The lounge. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm
It's tight, I
excited.
like it, yeah.
Mm.
I want to see what it's gonna look like. Did you guys have the hookahs set up?
Yeah, we had people smoking hookahs that day. It was like a couple people.
I'm saying whenever I come in, I didn't like
if-
directly see any, but
yeah, we got to bring it out. So if you ask
oh,
for one,
okay.
we would have made you just pay that little fee or whatever, and you would have got free clothes on. You would have been good.
All right.
Yeah. Next time you come, like you know what I mean. Well, what I'm going to do though, since I postponed the grand opening, I might do a little small event. I might just be like, you know what? Probably get like 3 artists.
Yeah, because if you limit it down,
if I do, yeah.
you
If I
ain't
do a
gonna
little,
have to worry about it.
if I do a show for the grand opening, like a grand opening artist, that might be a little better for the grand opening.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna switch it up.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be definitely awesome.
You know we'd be there.
And now
You know what I'm saying?
we got to talk about the show.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
facts. That shit's gonna be crazy, bro. This shit is stacked. Literally fucking stacked. Like if you look
Listen.
at the area, that's
This is the first time in how long?
Listen, man, over 100 motherfucking shares on Facebook. I mean, that shit a couple times, but still, this shit. Oh man,
I think aside from the cave, this is the first time that Ish has performed in like how long?
yo, shout out to Young Ish, man.
Most definitely. Shout out to
I
everybody
ain't
on the
about to-
card, man. This,
I ain't gonna talk about Ish,
wild
my
one.
bro. I know how you are, but thanks for performing. Because you know Ish he be trying to chill, but he definitely came out. He's doing it. He's gonna do his thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for it. We're gonna try to get in there and try to find a spot that we can live stream it.
Oh yeah, you could probably. We'll see if you come. What time you get off? Friday.
Oh, I'm usually off like 1-2 o'clock.
You come down like around 5. We'll find you a spot. Yeah. I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be packed out. Like I said, my dad actually he called in. He tried to get some hotels, and there was no hotels. I don't know if it's because of that. I'm just saying that's kind of weird though, bro.
That is weird. It's a weird coincidence.
Imagine fucking like 300 people coming there or some shit. They can't even fit in there.
Yeah, motherfuckers just standing out in the
standing
parking
out.
lot listening.
Nah, but it should be a vibe though.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be a good one. I'm excited for it. When that's when I seen the card, I was like, oh, okay.
Everybody was shocked. Shout out to Dizzle too. I know you.
Yeah.
You look at Dizzle. I'm glad he's stepping out. He's coming because I think he's a hard ass lyricist, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh, he always
Did you
been
ever
so
heard
good.
Dizzle, Bert? You heard? Okay, yeah. He's. Oh my god.
Blanc in the building. What's going on, Blanc?
Where you at, man? You should be here, man.
Hey,
I'm gonna drop that later. Where you at, Blanc?
what the hell going on?
All right. So what you got? What did you just release, or what are you getting ready to release?
Well, damn, bro. I just did that joint with D Lavelle. I know you've seen that.
Yeah.
That video. I think that was probably his first video or something. I don't know that he dropped on the Pittsburgh Noise. That was my latest drop. I think that was like 2 months ago. But I haven't really been working on music right now. I still got unreleased, so I'm kind of like decisive of what I'm about to drop. I am gonna drop some stuff. I'm kind of like minimizing, like organizing everything for music, business, and home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And work.
That shit is
That joint's crazy.
important, bro.
It's important. So I'm trying to getting everything in order. But I am gonna drop something soon. So now I'm really like criticizing my drops now. Like I gotta be a song I really like. I'm dropping. Yeah, man. I'm gonna drop some.
No, but that's cool though. I feel like sometimes it comes to a point where you gotta go through this little phase of like you're only putting out the best shit to you.
To,
Like
to me, yeah.
it's only point on to what the fuck you want it to be, and then you go through those phases, of course, where it's like just release it.
Just releasing.
Yeah.
I did that. I feel like I did. Like I, there's been times I dropped. Like I don't know. There's been times I dropped off, and I feel like you don't really have to drop. Like you don't have to do it
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
I feel
no.
like you got to promote more a little bit. You know what I mean? Because you could drop so much and nobody hear nothing the fuck you got. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I think you just gotta do it differently.
So what after this event, you have any other shows coming up?
After this event, probably just the grand opening of the Lava Lounge. Um, I'm deciding if I'm gonna do a show for that. But besides that, nah, nothing yet. Nothing else. Just that right now. Got to get this. I have to get this one together. This was a big one. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
This was a big one. I'm glad it's
most
coming
definitely.
together.
What what's some of your craziest? I know you haven't done too many shows, but what's some of your craziest moments?
And the shows and stuff.
Yeah. You ever like see something go down?
Listen, man. It's actually a funny moment. So
Yeah, because we know there's
so
always something.
yeah, they had like this big speaker on the stage in Pittsburgh, and it was actually the time I won.
Mm.
And I'm performing. It's like this real hype song called Moody with Trish God. You guys know Trish God?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I performed it. He wasn't there, but I performed Moody, and the last song on set, and I was dancing on stage, and I tripped over the whole motherfucking speaker, bro. And I caught myself, but I didn't fall. So I just caught myself like, oh shit. And I was like, let's go. And everybody just like kind of avoided it and snickered a little bit, but I kept going. But I won, so it was all good.
He said,
But that was, I was like, whatever, bro.
yeah, I tripped, but did you win?
But yeah, like I never really had no see anything crazy in the crowd before. Um, there's definitely little funny moments though.
what's what's usually your atmosphere or vibe whenever you're at the studio? 'Cause I know some people they like to
um,
have a crowd of people with them or a couple homies. Some people prefer to be solitude. They want to be by themselves.
it's 50-50. So
Mhm.
sometimes I will call Kills, Beamer, Dizzle, like you know what I mean, and like, I grab all of them and we go into the studio. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes it's just me. You know what I'm saying? It depends how I feel. If it's a late night and I'm just making a couple little R&B joints, I'm just like, yo, this is me. I don't feel like
Yeah.
if
A
I'm
lot
mad
of
at my
times too, bro, you don't want to make love songs in front of
yeah in front of the guys and shit. Yeah, like sometimes I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
but
yeah. Sometimes the shit's just hard.
It's
dude.
hard. You
All
gotta,
y'all gonna
oh, you're gonna
make
hear
this
this shit.
is fire. I don't
But
care.
like in front of the guys though, like I said, it depends how I feel. A lot of times lately, I've been bringing the guys with me, like
Yeah.
going crazy with some rap tracks, and I've been going with Dayton Ke. Um,
Mm.
I'll be going with them. They're real hype. They give me my hype back too. It depends how I feel that
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean?
So it's pretty much dependent on what kind of what genre
What
you're
genre of
gonna
music?
record that day.
Yeah, who I'm bringing with me. That's it. If I'm doing my little joints by myself, like I said, I'm probably by myself. I do rap stuff like by myself, hype songs by myself too. It's just how I feel that day.
What do you think are some is some advice that you would give an up and coming rapper right now as far as like how rough it is? Because we all know that this ain't an easy path for anyone.
Um, what I say, just keep grinding. Um, work whatever hustle you got, just put it all in the music. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big one. Is like a lot of people. I don't know what it is. A lot of artists like aren't working or don't want to work and like they feel like they have to put their absolute everything into
Nah.
music and I respect that, but
Mhm.
you
You
got to
gotta
fuel it.
you gotta fuel it. You gotta take care of what you have going on. Obviously, don't put everything, your whole life savings in the music, but try to put it to where it makes sense. Like everything is expensive. Like You don't want to do cheap work because if you do cheap stuff, it comes out nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you just want to do everything right. If you can't do it at the time, just wait and do it at the right
Yeah.
time or whatever. You don't have to rush nothing.
The way I
Like,
always look at it,
yeah.
you gotta like, okay, so I gotta make more money than I would need just for like family shit. Like you calculate your like all your just regular day normal person shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then you gotta make like basically double that for music.
For music, yeah, literally. Music is a lot, man.
If you can't do that, then you're not
You're not-
treating the music shit
Yeah,
right.
you're not
Like,
treating it right. Yeah, because like I said, he's right about that. You gotta do.
you gotta really do that shit.
You gotta put in that. Like I said, you gotta find that fuel for that. And music is a fuel, man. It's, bruh, you putting in thousands of dollars, like, and there's people that's in this shit longer than me, bro. I already put like, imagine the OGs and shit, like Ish and shit, like, or you know, like Romo and stuff like that. They'd have probably put, I don't know, hundreds of thousands. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Real shit.
I'm only been rapping for a couple years, you know. So
If you're doing it perfect, you're spending over $1,000 on one song when you're really marketing it
mhm.
and shooting that music video and you're recording the shit and all that. After all that shit is done,
It's
you
$1,000.
already spent 1,000 each.
You already spent 1,000.
And
It's,
the rough part about that is it's still on some levels who you know.
bro,
You mean
exactly.
as far as like to blow up quickly. You know, what I mean, you
Mhm.
could put $1,000 into marketing a song and promoting a song, but in our area, it would probably help you. It's not gonna get you there because who's the biggest person that's really gonna listen to it from this area?
Right.
They
Like,
might be able to get you in the room with the right person, but they're not the right person.
right, and it's crazy, man. But
Yeah.
like I said, I think for you to really get noticed or like really much noticed fast is if you have a large amount of capital. I mean, like if you got like 50 to 100,000 for one song, you might get looked at. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody big gonna see that joint.
Yeah.
50 to 100,000. Come on, bro.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a lot of views. You might not, but you're gonna get fans from it. You know what I mean? So
If anything, you'll be monetized on YouTube.
you'll be monetized and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that won't go to waste. You know?
Yeah, I saw this. I don't know if it was yesterday. I don't know if this is true, so somebody fact check me on this. But I saw an article that YouTube was
Lowering the yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
to
I
monetize?
did
Sure.
see that the other day too. It went from 1,000 people to I want to say it's like 800 now or something
Yeah, they
like
did
that.
lower it. He's right. They did lower it. I don't know if it
That's
went into effect yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that was nice.
So where do you get your inspiration for your music?
Uh, a lot of the times I'd be like generally like watching other artists like Kodak, Drake, like music. A lot of stuff inspired me. Like even watching the videos, like I don't sit there at home like, damn, like, I want to be like this guy. But it is inspirational when you see what this person has off of music. You know what I
'cause
mean? Like,
think about it. At the end of the day, we all started enjoying music because we heard somebody else.
somebody else.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Because
yeah.
for shit you relate to it.
Relate
a lot
to
of
it.
that shit.
Yeah.
The artists that inspire you or that you get relevancy off of are the ones typically that you relate to the most. That's
Mhm.
the shit that you feel the most. So that's the shit that you want to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot, man. These artists now, they live in a dream, man. A lot of them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So is there anything you want to play the people?
Oh, shit, I'd probably be like one little jam. I'd be cool.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Guesses in the comments.
Yeah, who can guess what song he's gonna play? I'm waiting for the typical free bird. Play free
If you guess
bird.
it right, I'll make you a free custom rep.
Oh shit.
It's a little rap song.
But it's cool.
You got there?
Oh. Is it still playing?
Play now. Oh, there we go.
There it is. Oh, he said swim.
The hell?
I don't know what's maybe because it is. It got to go on all the way.
No, that should be fine.
A little technical difficulty. You gotta say it, you know. It was like code.
Just try unplugging that.
Let me check the other way. Damn. Is it my phone? Is it?
I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. I can't decipher which in this one.
Let me try them songs. Let me try my Apple, my files on here. I'm gonna try this one.
So strange.
Yeah, I'm gonna try on this one. Maybe not. That's probably not it.
This is the weirdest thing that I've ever.
Yeah, this has never happened ever before.
Tried this one.
Okay, bro.
I don't know what the hell that could be.
Okay, try now.
Yeah, that should work better.
Solution. Maybe. That shit is hard.
That shit, that shit a little self made. That shit hard,
Yeah.
bro.
I fuck with that.
Fuck yeah. All right, let the people know one more time. Where can they find all your music? Where can
Okay.
they find you? Where can they find Lava Lounge?
Yes, sir. You can find me on all platforms. Like I said, Chris BG for all the music on all platforms everywhere. Chris BG, but the S is a dollar sign. So make sure you make that correct. Like I said, I'm on IG too, underscore Chris BG. And the Lava Lounge, you can find it Facebook and Instagram. Just straight Lava Lounge. And you'll see it there. Like I said, we'll be opening that in July. In July, we'll be opening the Lava Lounge. I'm gonna keep you updated with a date, the page, and also we're gonna have this summer jam.
This huge
Just
event.
man, y'all gotta be there, bro. It's only
Friday,
Friday, $10 to get in.
19th hole.
19th hole is gonna be DJ Tizo, amazing.
What time does it start?
It starts at 8. Doors is open
Starts
at
at
8.
8 o'clock.
Y'all want to get drunk as hell at 8? I don't give a damn. Like I said, you'll be right there. It's gonna be a vibe. We're gonna have fun, yeah.
Hell yeah. We appreciate you for coming in, my man. We will catch you guys Friday for who does Marley have coming in?
It is Roscoe Wiki.
Roscoe Wiki coming in on Marley's State of Mind Friday 8 p.m. Tune in. We'll catch
Yup.
you guys next